Hey you, it's Bea the Prophet here. I'm ready to guide you through a law of attraction reading. Welcome. I appreciate each and every being joining this meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collected and individuals. Set an intention for this meeting. You already know what you want the reading to clarify. You attracted this reading and I am cooperating with you. It's mutually beneficial. As I'm pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video, and the collected will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing basic human needs for self-actualization, also aligned to the 7 chakras. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting today. Let's see. Why have you called this meeting today, Spirit? What are you meant to know? Thank you. The energy we have is the Page of Earth. This is what Spirit would like to bring into focus. The Page of Earth is scholarly and dependable. Page of Earth is cheerful. There's an indication of an opportunity, an optimistic opportunity, and happy news about career and scholarship. So career, school. This is aligned with the crown position. So this is the energy Spirit would like to bring into focus for you. Let's see, how are you currently feeling in the mind? The current focus of your thoughts is the energy of the 2 of air. The 2 of air talks about a decision in front of you, a decision that you feel is big. I'm hearing there is no wrong path as the Chariot card falls out. There is no wrong path. This falls into the position of the body. This is how you're feeling cellularly, down to a cellular level. It could be unconscious, it could be subconscious. So you may or may not have an awareness of this energy. But the Chariot talks about willpower. This card is about rewards that come from hard work and balancing priorities successfully. Now, we've talked about the crown chakra. We're going all the way down to the root chakra, how you're feeling about your sense of security. This is clarifying the Chariot. So we have the transformation card, which is like the Tower. So your feeling about your sense of security is that there was a moment of, and when I say a moment, I don't mean a second, I mean a point in your life where there was a sudden change. And the feeling that I'm getting based on this illustration is that you immediately went to work to make repairs to your tower or safe haven. You might be able to see that on top of the tower there are workmen and they are repairing the roof, and the archangel is showing us that the time is almost done. Also, I'm getting powerful revelations from this card. What needs to be taken care of? So, several cards falling out. We have the High Priestess in the area of health, the Eight of Fire in the area of esteem, the Nine of Earth in the area of belonging, and the Renewal card in the actualization position. Let's see. So what needs to be taken care of is the High Priestess. This aligns with the sacral chakra. So this is where your creativity comes from. This card has to do with intuition, secrets, I'm struck by how she's preparing to take a bite out of the apple, and then it splits into more than one association with this card. So there's the association of Eve with the apple, the association with Snow White and the apple, and also the association with New York as the Big Apple. So a bite out of the apple. Ready to take a bite out of the apple. In all three of those examples have to do with basically a tower moment. So this is clarifying the Chariot. After a tower moment, being ready to take a bite out of the apple. Clarifying the thoughts in your mind, your current focus. We have the esteem, which aligns with the with the solar plex chakra. We have the Eight of Fire. The Eight of Fire, this is your best quality and skill. The ability to multitask. Creating your own success. Possible travel for business. And then we have the Nine of Earth in the belonging position. Belonging is aligned with the heart chakra, your sense of security emotionally. We have the Nine of Earth. The Nine of Earth is a card of independence and solitude, luxury, enjoying the fruits of your labor. How you create the love you need is by enjoying the fruits of your labor. Maybe even buying yourself something special. So this may clarifying the Two of Air. These two things may be the decision that you're making, the choices. One card is talking about a lot going on, fast pace, possible travel, and the other is leisure and luxury and enjoying what you already have in solitude. And then in the position of the actualization, which aligns with the throat chakra, we have the card of renewal. This is similar to the Judgment card. So this is how you are expressing yourself. So this card is saying in your heart, you know what you want to do. Therefore, I'm reminding you about this card is in the position of the heart chakra. So this card may be talking that this might be the choice you want to make, but either way, there's no wrong path. You're always on your path. Let's see if we can get words of wisdom from this deck of cards directly from Spirit. Is there a card in this deck that would help further clarify? Thank you. 3 different cards. So we have be of service. Worry is a wasted emotion. And choose love over fear. This is the first time I've gotten 3 cards. This was the one that was sticking out of the deck, and these are the 2 that flipped over. Hopefully you can see all the way over here. Choose love over fear is so one of these choices maybe frightens you and one doesn't. Or one of these choices is because you're afraid of what might happen in the future and the other one isn't. Something to this effect. So make sure you're making your choice from the feeling of love. You love this, not you're afraid not to do this or you're afraid to do this. I know people say when you're afraid or, when you're scared, that means that you should go for it. There is no wrong path, but when you're afraid, you're manifesting an opportunity that is going to bring you emotions that you may not prefer, or bring you things that you don't necessarily prefer. Your manifestation will include things that you don't prefer because the manifestation was created using the energy of fear. You always want to use the energy of love so that the manifestation that comes from it is something that you love. You create what you're thinking about. Then the next card says that worry is a wasted emotion. So worry is an emotion of fear. So that is confirmation of what I was saying. Perhaps one of the decisions is having to do with you being worried about what will happen in the future. And then the last card is talking about being of service. So it could be that one is more in line with the service of the purpose that you have decided for your life, and it's edging you towards being of service. But the be of service card also, I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention that you have to be of service to yourself in order to be of service to anyone else. So make sure that you are meeting your own needs and wants before you even attempt to meet the needs and wants of others. Otherwise, you would, if you are not, if you aren't able to wholly, fully love yourself, then you certainly can't wholly and fully love another. And then the answer, we have the Sun card. Of course, this is the happiest card in the deck. This is aligning with the brow chakra or the intuitive chakra and talks about what we are meant to learn. This card is talking to me about plans working out perfectly. Staying grateful. To the divine, staying grateful to the divine. It's the same energy. It's the same energy as the Nine of Earth. You can see, hopefully, that these two cards have the same number. So in this deck that talks about the same archangel, in this case Uriel, in these two cards. So again, it's pointing, we have another card pointing to, I keep hearing, there is no wrong path, but perhaps it is your highest heart's desire for this side of the decision, as opposed to the one that is a little more fast-paced travel. So perhaps a leisurely, luxurious life is what you desire most. Although you could do the other, it could be fun to do the other. The other thing is going to bring contrast that you have to soothe yourself through. I'm getting that there's going to be some sort of public recognition. But these are all good cards. We have all major arcana in the physical. Great cards as well. The Eight of Fire, the Nine of Earth, the Judgment card, the Sun. This card talks about studying. She has all these books. She has a bunch of books behind her and a stack of books in front of her. But she's in this moment, daydreaming. But daydreaming is kind of how we put our plan together in our mind, if we have that capability, or processing, making the connections for what we are learning. I also want to point out that the Chariot and this Eight of Fire, excuse me, also have the same energy. If you can see, they have the same number. So that's giving me the indication that this is moving actually into the conscious, because here we have the mind and this is the body. So it might be subconscious, but now moving into the conscious, perhaps because I mentioned it. It could be the case. Okay. So that's what I have for you right now. The suggestion is to make sure you're choosing love over fear. Worry is a wasted emotion, and be of service. Those are the words of wisdom that Spirit would like to point out at this time, and have you remember that the answer is being happy, celebrating gratitude for all that you have. Both of these cards pointing back to this card. And this is the 19, and this is the 20. So looking back, both of these cards talk about gratitude is looking back on the past with a joyous feeling. And the renewal card talks about looking back on the past too. And then so does this card. So looking back on the past with compassion, forgiveness, and even joy if you are able. That's what I have for now. Take this message however it resonates for you. Look forward to the components of this message showing up in the coming hours, days, and weeks in different ways. That's just how the law of attraction works. Until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality.